Welcome to another video and episode on my Arduino Uno, which is, as you can see, connected to a breadboard with some electronics as well as fischertechnik mechatronics. The objective is to check whether everything works in order to get this working and to get signaling working back to the Uno. Last time I managed to find out that the signaling was wrong, in the sense that the signal was connected to the wrong position. It was connected to mat instead of to the ground, instead of to the board. So I fixed that. But the problem is, when does it read? Well, it reads whenever the algorithm reads it, and it doesn't care about touching this switch. So in order to get that done, this switch should be hit much less, so the speed should be reduced. And then you have this with a very low speed. Is this sufficient? Well, it may be, but another thing is that this wire which feeds the motor is not connected in the right way, because it should be connected like this, and this doesn't run, only this runs. So that's another thing. Is this LED running, burning? Right now, no, it's not. And that's worrying. Of course, I can put it to the oscilloscope, but it will show something because the motor runs. However, more important is the reception of the signal. So now it gives a signal, and now you see a problem as well because of the lower speed of the whole system. It can't even get past the switch, which in itself is an advantage, because you get a long signal 1. But obviously that is not supposed to happen. Well, it touches it nicely now. So I guess it's time to look at the software and how everything is indeed looked at. So terminal as well as oscilloscope. Alright, so now I have oscilloscope nicely connected. 3 probes for now: yellow, blue and purple, which is this one. But there's something else in between. I have noticed that the motor stands still. Now I touch the transistor or whatever, and it runs, and quite fast. So once again, but also, and I do not really like that, I get no pulse modulation here. So let me take this wire out. and then is the question where to put it to get some pulse width modulated signal. And now I put it to the base of the transistor. But where's the pulse width modulation? Apart from that, with the speed this high, it doesn't matter at all. Oh wait, this potmeter is out of its socket. That is not good. So now I have pulse width modulation, sort of. So somehow I have to try to get this in here, where it gives me this value, 3 volts, and at the same time let the motor run. So alright, 3 volts it is, but the motor shows no mercy in giving me what I want. Oh, this is something. Okay, let it go. Yeah, something more or less what it should be. Running slowly. And now watch this one to see if it gives a signal. Yeah, okay, it gives a signal, very nice. Do I read it? No. Oh, there's something wrong here. For some reason, the values don't scroll anymore. Okay, let me start it again. Oh! Output is not available anymore. Why is that? Alright. So okay. This is not the first time that it loses its connection, but it is annoying anyway. Okay, so let's see if... No, because what I want to look at is digital pin 10. And then you can see how often the switch goes and it misses. It completely misses the reading of the input. Can I slow it down even more? I said slow it down. And now you can see that when I turn the potmeter slightly up, now it goes work, and it goes now very slow. I have to turn it up to turn it down. And now it goes too fast. So it seems to be quite impossible to get the 0 value or the 1 value on screen. I have to go really slow, and really slow means too slow, then the motor stops. Let's try again. And then it seems to be a real problem. So why is this yellow value maximum? That's something I don't get. You can call this unreliable. Well, what I of course can do is holding this permanently. And letting it go is this. And remove everything that has nothing to do with the motor and chain. So actually this is reading the value, so I can scratch this, read in digital switch, and I might which is the sensor value that they're talking about, that I'm talking about, because that is something different. Okay, so be it. Let's try this, because this is about the sensor value and has nothing, not much to do. Okay, let's upload. And see. And yes, unfortunately I have to hold it somehow. And this is crazy. Why do I have to hold it? But another thing that is crazy, let me put it like this. It runs very fast. So this is strange. Okay, let me reduce the speed again as much as possible. But even now it just keeps running. Okay, how is, yeah. So this is the way I don't like a potmeter to be, with some spring-like connections. And in my other experiments I changed this. So I may have to change this here as well, just to make sure it works. Let me just put it right. Yeah, I have to change those connections. And then again I touch this and the motor starts running. So what's wrong about that one? But actually what I wanted to do in the first place was making sure that the motor runs. And that has succeeded. But reading the switch, well, that is about the same as with my other project, where it should interrupt motors, etc. That's a very different thing. And somehow a lottery. When is the timing right? Anyway, should I change it? Yes, let me do that. Just trying to get things nicely working. Alright, now I have modified, well, in other words, bent the connections. Now it is more reliable. However, the output has stopped, so let me check whether or not this is still making any sense. No, it is disconnected. Connection on, and let's go, or try to anyway. Yep, there we go. And the problem is still that this motor, and I better put it somewhere like there, so as you can see, and it is way too fast. So let me once again slow it down. And you can see that is not working. And touching this one, touching the circuit, doesn't work either now. So whatever is going wrong, there is something in this circuit that prevents me from getting things right the way I like. So what to do? How to do it, I don't know. I just know that the signal is there, but the speed is way too fast for getting things done. Will I go on with this experiment? Not sure. Probably other things. Let me get at least to try to slow down the speed. It should rate from a 1 actually. Is that happening? Oh wait, sensor value is a 0. Yeah, that is. This one is actually the pot meter. So it is best if I say this is the pot meter. And read the digital switch, that is better. So this digital in pin, so A0. Do I have A0 to be printed? Yeah, I do. Sensor value A0. So let's the sensor A value is 0. And that is not correct. Alright. Let me try to get this better somehow. A lot of wires once again. And this wire is so thin that it is pretty hard to make it connect. Even when using tools. One last attempt. Does it read something now? Oh wait, I should use scroll. Yeah, now it reads. But it looks like it has lost its connection again. Yep, once again. Okay. Start. Serial monitor. And it is 0 again. And now 0. Let me turn it up. And it stays 0 inside. So as long as this is not working, let me show more clearly. As long as this pot meter is not correctly connected, it won't have much use. So I need to find a solution for that one. But how to do so? Well, replacing a wire or correcting it. Alright, I had turned things into a mess. Pot meter is not a 0, it is a 1. A 0 is the sensor value which makes no sense anymore since it is digital, not analog. And I have made some adjustments here with the pot meter. So right here, to make it a nice working thing. You can see that with when I stop it, and you see the voltmeter value it's 1 right now, and when I let it scroll and I turn it up, so look at the blue line, I turn it slowly up, and voltmeter value shows indeed a nice thing, although it doesn't matter because this motor just keeps running, so there's something else. And the most annoying thing is that in the meantime, when testing, the connection was broken multiple times, so then the output stops. Okay, how to mess up some circuit, how to mess up some code. This was a prime example. You intend to do things and it turns into something completely different. Anyway, it happens from time to time, and I wish it was better, but that's the way it is. Will there be any new stuff? Well, what I wonder about is why the connection between the computer and Arduino is broken off so many times. Because that's not good. Apart from that, why doesn't this line not show any pulses modulation? Well, there obviously is, because the motor is running, and that is something which is clearly visible. It is not the probe that is badly attached, because it gets its signal. Yep, it clearly gets its signal, and that is from 5. And when I read here, let's see. Yep, it just gets 5, and look out 5. Oh, that's a nice one. If I am reading this correctly, and I'm afraid I am. No, it's 6. See schematics. Yeah, 6. 6 it is. And how does the motor get written? I hope I got that at least right. And look out pin 6. Anyway, I was able to change it, and that's something for next time. Although I would like to know if I messed that up as well. Where is 6 anyway? Here. This is output value. So this will mean, okay, can I find? Yes. That is 6, 5, 5, 5. Right. This means that I'm not even controlling the motor as such. Will this be better? Okay, it stands still now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now I am getting something. Okay, at the very last moment, some good result. Thanks to one nice thought right in the end. How to mess up. Alright, so way over time, but thanks to a nice thought to have actually the output from this potmeter serve once again as input for this motor. I can regulate it. I'll show once again. That is, if the potmeter allows me to control it. I'm afraid it doesn't cooperate right now. Now it does. Yep, this way I can tune it, so that's good. And some wiring mistakes here and there, and a change in the setup of this potmeter anyway. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give it thumbs up, and leave a comment or suggestion. They're always welcome. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And you're welcome to show your support by making a small donation or becoming a patron and have your name mentioned as such. More information under this video. This will probably be continued. So thanks for watching and bye bye.